Okay, so this is going to be part two, and I wish I knew how to edit. It's going to have to be two separate videos, but the baby woke up from his nap early and he wasn't ready to get up, so I had to get him back to sleep. Sorry about that. The joys of being a stay-at-home mom that gets to work part-time. I wouldn't have it any other way. But anyway, I was chatting about so many people who have questions about why I can't get people signed up. And hopefully you saw part one, and I'll see if I can get these two clips edited together so that you guys can have the flow. Sorry. But if not, jump over and try to find that one, and you'll kind of get caught up to speed. But if you can learn the skill of sharing and inviting prospects to take a look at your business and your opportunity, you will probably be more successful at having people join your team and sign up if you've mastered that skill. How do you master a skill? You practice it over and over again, and I'm going to chat about that a little bit later in the notes that I have. But rules for inviting per Eric Worre, Sarah Robbins, anybody else that I've read from or heard from in learning about this business and what works. You need to be emotionally detached from the outcome. If you share our opportunity with somebody and they say no, you can't take it personally. And you can't say that was something that I did wrong. And it could be no now, and it could be a yes in 6 months or a year. I've had lots of people who have watched me for month after month after month and kind of secretly paid attention to what was going on in my Facebook posts and all that kind of stuff, and then finally decided to get involved. So no right now is just no with what I have going on in my life. So don't take it personally. Don't take it as I did something wrong. Sarah Robbins tells the story of it's just like we're a waitress pouring coffee. The waitress probably doesn't get personally offended when somebody says, no, thank you, I don't want that coffee today. But if they didn't want coffee today, they might want it tomorrow. So we still need to know when to revisit and introduce to somebody, because it could be a yes the next time you talk about it. Be yourself, but be the best you that you can be. And what does this mean? I think this could mean a gazillion different things. Anything from, one, what does it mean to be professional? If I'm going to have coffee with somebody, I'm going to want to probably do my hair that day, maybe put on a little bit of makeup, present the best me. You know, not that I can't sell plexus in yoga pants with my hair on top of my head, because that's definitely happened through the computer. But when you're presenting something to somebody, being professional and being the best you that you can be is going to make a great... It's just going to put your best foot forward. Now, being the best you can be also is going to be your researched and you're trained and you're educated in what you're talking about. You don't want to waste a prospect's time by tripping over what you say and not having looked into any of our products and ingredients and being able to answer some basic questions with them. And you definitely can use your upline with three-way calls and stuff like that. But when you want to put your best you forward, just know that you want to present yourself as somebody who knows what they're talking about and looks, you know, presentable and professional doing so. I think if one of Eric's next points is bring your passion. And I've heard this from lots of different people that I've learned from and that I've, you know, looked up to as mentors and coaches. If you're passionate about what you talk about, if your story is something that excites you, just sharing that with people, people are going to want to be a part of what you're doing. So if you can have a passion and maybe forget so much about having to know all 20 ingredients in one product that you can, you know, do a PowerPoint presentation on. People are going to want to join you because of your story and how passionate and excited you are about something. So let that show. Let people see what the product or the company is doing for you. I think that's a very, very good thing to do. Now, going back to presenting or inviting prospects being a skill, when people say, I haven't signed anybody up, I can't get anybody to join my team, I like to evaluate what action steps are you taking? What activity in the last month have you done that has helped you or not helped you produce the results that you're getting? So in other words, if you have a big fat 0, say for the end of November, for the number of people that you signed up, can you honestly say that you called and talked to more than 2 people, or that you called and talked to more than 9 people, because statistically, with the law of averages, for every 10 people you talk to, one is going to say yes to taking a look at your products or opportunity. So if you talk to 100 people in a month, hopefully you've got 10 people who have said yes to either meet you for coffee or do a 3-way call or have some sort of exposure to your business. And of those 10, chances are 1 or 2 will have joined your team. So if your activity steps and your actions are not marching out what needs to be done for the results that you need to evaluate, okay, maybe I haven't done what I need to do. And I have to tell you, some people who are not successful sign up and then sit back and hope and pray and wish that the first person they share with is going to be a rock star that falls in their lap. That's just not how it happens. It takes work, and it takes learning a few things, learning some skills, and actually picking up the phone, writing an email, writing a Facebook message to be able to get our word across, to be able to share with people what we want. So if you're not talking to people regularly and then you're getting upset that you haven't signed anybody, you can directly look back and say, listen, my action or activity wasn't something that was going to produce the results that I thought I wanted to get. So if you evaluate that and kind of shift your focus and transfer over to, yes, I need to be talking to this many people and these are the goals I'm going to set to hopefully get the end result of people joining my team, you should start to see better results with that. Now, in those activities, being consistent is key. I just saw a post, let me see if I can find it real quick, on being consistent, and I absolutely loved it because it's true. If you wow, look at that, I found it right away. Consistency. It's not going to pull up. Consistency is so important, and you can do just a little bit daily, weekly, monthly, but if you're consistent with what you're doing, you're going to produce results. I love to share the story of my team member, Casey, who just made Emerald, and I'm so happy and proud of her. She worked a full-time job at a hospital. She was a big nursing director over a big organization at the hospital. She has 3 kids, crazy busy mom, working full-time. She consistently shared Plexus with one person every day, whether it was a Facebook message or an email or picked up the phone and talked to somebody. And that consistent effort helped her to promote to Emerald in just under a year with Plexus. It was an absolutely wonderful thing to watch, that over and over and over repetition of being consistent produced results. So if you get excited and make 20 calls in one day and then sit back and say, okay, that's my effort for the month, and of those 20 calls you didn't really have anything that happened, doing those spurts and then nothing, and then it's harder to get back going again if you're starting and stopping and starting and stopping. So try to be consistent, and it doesn't have to be hours and hours every day. It can be making 1 phone call every day, or talk to 3 people every day, or hand out 5 business cards every day. Whatever you want your end result to be, whatever your goal is, set those steps up of action steps with activity and being consistent, and that will hopefully help you with your results. Another thing that Eric Worre has said is there's no negative experiences. There's only learning experiences. And if you can say, listen, I've been an ambassador for 6 months and nothing has happened, kind of look back and see, what have I done? What have I not done? And help that to be a learning experience for you. And don't take it as something negative, and then see where you need to change and shift and get on new course for what you want your end results to be, and go from there. And you should be able to achieve what you want to do. Now, I'm going to end with this little side note. I ran a list view and looked in my back office just randomly the other day. I had never really paid attention to what the first 7 months of my journey looked like. And I thought it would be an interesting little story to end with, to let you guys know that yes, just hitting 3 years with my company and reaching the top level of the compensation plan as a Diamond Ambassador, I'm thrilled and blessed beyond measure. I absolutely adore how things have gone in my journey. But a lot of people don't know I signed up in November of 2010 and started taking the products and loving the products and sharing. I signed up my first business partner, my mom, and she did that just to help me out because she was my mom and she felt sorry for me. She signed up in February of 2012. Our convention was coming up in the summer of 2012, so in June I signed my husband. I signed him without him knowing and without his permission, and you guys know that story. He didn't approve of me doing that whole network marketing thing. So in the first 7 months of my journey with this company, I happily took the products and did very well on the products, but I did not do a very good job about selling and sponsoring because I had signed my mom and my husband, and that was it. That was my team. But I went to that convention and I got the tools and the resources that started that personal growth and development that I was talking about. And from there, me and Mom skyrocketed to, well, it's not anymore with everybody, you know, what they're doing with the company now, but we went to Emerald together in 9 months right after that convention because we were given the tools and the training that we needed to then go out and be successful. So don't get discouraged. Everybody's journey looks a little bit different. Yes, there are people who are rocking and rolling and doing things twice as fast, you know, 3 times as fast. That's not the average or even the normal. There are some people who have had amazing journeys before in other companies and are bringing all of that, all of those learning experiences to this company that we have now. But we are not comparing what that journey was. We don't know what that journey was. So try not to get hung up on, it took me 6 months to make silver, or, you know, you didn't get it in a week, or you didn't fast start gold, or whatever it might be that you're beating yourself up over. I don't want you to worry about it, and I don't want you to get hung up on it. I want you to make realistic goals for yourself and set action steps to what's going to help you get those results. And if you're not getting the results you want, you're going to go back and evaluate, what do I need to do different? Do I need to adjust my attitude? Do I need to change my posture? Do I need some personal growth and development in my life? All of those things that we just talked about, go back and evaluate that, shift, have it be a learning experience, and move forward because you can do it. And Sarah Marble, Diamond Ambassador, took her 7 months to sign her first 2 people, and they happen to be the 2 closest people in her family. So you can do it. Don't get discouraged, and I look forward to chatting with you guys soon. Talk to you later.